Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nero. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserved any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't want even to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh shit, she just called her out. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Nero always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Damn, Monica, bye. Manga. I love you, man. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Oh shit, Yuri's like puffing up her boobs right now. She's just like, ugh. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nero can become good friends too. So Sayuri, As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayuri. Me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm not really, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Bitch gonna bring me a book? I thought she'd be bringing me food. I'm mad. I don't like it. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know... What? Fuck? Discuss it if you wanted. But books are good too. They are. Food is life. This is... Let It Be Poe. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she'll think I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki rummaging around in the closet. I'm waiting for his reaction. I'm curious. I don't know. What is this porn? Grant, it's a total porn, man. This game character already chose a character before we... I know. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes met for a split second. Warfighter! Thank you for that host, good sir. She's really reading the Kama Sutra. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Should I play a porn song again? I mean, cool. Can we get a shout out for Warfighter, by the way? I'm waiting for his reactions. I'm curious. Weeby, don't worry. My reactions are very, very obvious, so I won't be able to hide them. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but decided to let it go. Reread some of it. Karen, see? Kama Sutra. Doug, you're killing me. The Kama Sutra comment. Oh my god. I would laugh if it actually was the Kama Sutra. I would stop the game and close it down and just be like, done. I'm done with this game. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Hard. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is called Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh, alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Neuro? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be this naive one for letting out their one-sided morals interfere with their villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? I told you, Bobo Kama Sutra stepped inside. Rick! Oh my god! Rick! Thank you for that sub, Rick. I appreciate that so much. Get hype in the chat. Hype, 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 hype. Lovely. The sub hypes. Get those squirrels. Get those cheers. Rick, I don't know if you're in my Discord, by the way, but please feel free to jump into the Discord. Like I said, all subs and any followers, actually. Really, honestly, anyone, if you want to jump in, the subs especially, I do specific sub giveaways through Discord. So when you get in there, you can go in there and you can mute the channel if it's not your thing. But I definitely want to make sure for the subs you get access to all of the different giveaways that I do in there. I like to spread the wealth, spread the happiness. I can't help but notice how all the characters' hairs are styled so that it looks like they have two small cat ears on top. Oh my god, you're kind of right. Oh shit, Ace, nice observation. I'll tell you what, you act up in Discord, I'll ban your ass. It's true. Grant, all my mods know this, that if they ban you, I won't question their actions. They have my best interest at heart, so that includes Grant. What day we at? Wiwi, I don't know if I'm saying it correct, by the way. Please feel free to correct me. I think we're like literally on day 2. We're just at the beginning. So welcome, by the way, to the chat. I don't think I've seen you around. I'm certainly not like that. Not like that. No. Rick Jay-Z is cool in my books, Grant. Don't worry. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Well, I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't know. I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ooh, you about to get it in with Yuri? Oh shit! One of the people I subbed to wasn't gaming as much, and seeing how I enjoy your streams, the least I could do is join in on action. Rick, I really do appreciate, seriously, the sub. You guys know, I only stream like once or twice a week at most, so all the subs are seriously really appreciative. Like, I put 100% of your sub money, by the way, to improving the stream. So that's either if you're getting games that you guys like, or buying new equipment or things like that. They're all going towards the stream. So I'm 100% putting it towards this, making sure that your experience here is like fun. So Rick's so nice. He is so nice. Modi is nicer though. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Modi equals Thor. It's true. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand that what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. Following is the best. Hey, following and just being here in stream, like I said, guys, you're also doing a lot to support me. The hosts, the auto hosts, like I appreciate all of these. Like it means a lot to me. Like like I said, I treat this stream is very much a hobby of mine. So demotes your muscles, man. Yes, it's true. But Thor, have you seen my arms? It's true, Modi. Modi is a good-looking guy. I mean, if you see his jawlines, bitch could slap it and be happy with that. I'm Spider-Man at best. Hey, Peter Parker is a hot motherfucker. Am I right, girls? And guys? Plus, I'm actually much more of a fan of Spider-Man than Thor, anyways. It's as if I can feel a presence. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. So sorry. I mean... Oh, hello? NWP0 or O, welcome to the stream, my friend. The skinny-ass Spider-Man. Hey, Spider-Man or skinny Spider-Man or not, you're a good-looking fella. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Shit, they are like literature fucking right now. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh! It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kinda difficult to turn a page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it underneath her thumb after it flips to her side. Damn, shoulder touch, keep it PG-13. This is so funny. Oh, man. Contact with female cheat. He's going to be weirded out. No, oh my god. No, I'm not. I will see. I feel the weirdest idea of literature fudging two books smacking into one another. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if she can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn a page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know when I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me... yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asked me if I'm ready to turn a page. Instead, I just assumed that she finishes the pages before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the pages almost feels like an intimate exchange. It's sure fucking. My thumb's gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought,